this world, angels live among us. Many great invincible beings of immeasurable power, a bridge between us and the gods. These creatures are not as you might imagine them. While some are human-like in their appearance, most are alien. A sitting mountain, a giant boar, a hovering sphere. Each of the angels provides a powerful boon to the surrounding area and its inhabitants. They do not speak to us. They do not move. We built our world around them. They shaped our cultures. We rely on them. Until something dark came along. Now, one by one, the angels have been slain. The people of the lands around them slaughtered. A wave of death is spreading across our world. Only a few places remain as a final bastion of life. Only a few against an endless horde of oblivion. And within these few, a single band of unlikely heroes, bound by forces beyond their understanding. In this world, there is only a single word that describes their soul-bound connection.
We return to the Bluestone Mines, south of Uma, and you guys have just encountered a very large creature, a construct, part clockwork magical drone and part ice elemental golem. It is embedded within a wall of ice. Frossen Vraede, a huge sort of 15-foot tall creature. At the moment, isn't really doing anything other than every few seconds, let's say every 6, it is expelling this sort of flash freeze in the area around it, and that area is growing every time he does it in response to you guys. While you are moving around this icy cavern, attempting to turn off the lights that are on his chest. He's got 4 lights that were lit up that had sort of runic properties that were matching runes that are on the ground. Now, one thing that I noticed between sessions that wasn't happening last week, but should have been happening, is that you can see his health bar on the map for a reason. When you turn off one of those things, it drops. And use that meta information however you want. There are 3 of these things on the floor. Wait, no, you got the second one, right? That was the last thing you did.
Right.
And then he expelled a sort of burst of frozen energy as Thrak imbues energy into one of these runes that are on the floor that correlate with the runes that are on his chest. And then Thrak and Gildan found themselves frozen in place, their feet caught within the ice below them. Cirrus and Sia are just on the outside of where this sort of area of effect is striking. And it is Sia's turn as we continue this combat.
Very well. I shall, in that case, run 40 feet in... on roll 20. Is there a way of showing you where I'm moving and then moving there at the same time? I forget if there was.
There is. I can't remember what it is. It's like Alt and shift. What are you doing right now? Might be all on shift. There's Wax
Maybe.
Steven when we need him.
Where is Wax Steven when we need him? But it's okay.
We'll know
So
by
I'm gonna
next
be moving-
turn.
Right. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So I'm going to move in here. And then I am going to move a further 40 feet around towards this this glyph that I saw earlier in this direction. So again, I'm going to, I believe, use Step of the Wind so I can dash as a bonus action. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And then I'm going to attack this guy using my action.
Okay.
This mono drone in front of me.
Yes.
Okay. So seeing this creature, I'm going to pull out my staff and I'm going to... Actually, no. I'm going to use my action to patient defense because I've just noticed that there are several creatures in front of me. And so instead, I adopt my ready stance again and I await their approach.
Okay. It is the mono drone's turns. Let's see here. Yeah, I think. Let me see what. I'm having all sorts of computer problems today, so bear with me. Literally going to be every single turn while we play this. How far away are you from these ones? I don't think they're bothered by you right now. That one's going to attack you with a little javelin. 12 versus your AC.
Misses.
And another one is going to come at you with a ranged attack, a 16. No, you have patient defense, so that's with disadvantage, yeah?
Correct.
So an 11.
Misses.
Okay. 2 misses. The other 2 kind of just shift around while they guard their glyph. I think this one's going to move a little closer to you, but not all the way up. And that'll be the end of their turn. It is Cirrus's turn.
I am going to move forward to there because I would like to see where I am. Okay. I am... How... Is everyone okay? Oh, Thrak is not doing well, huh?
Thrak and Jilden were hit by a sort of burst of cold.
Yes, that's right. But Jilden is... how is Jilden looking compared to Thrak?
Like
Thrak
a
is looking
bear. Oh,
Right.
Jilden looks
okay.
like a bear.
Yeah. Okay. I am going to cast... Ooh, actually, just let me see. 60 feet for Healing Word. I think that's definitely enough, yeah. I'll cast Healing Word on Thrak. Level 2. Oh, really?
Okay. 9 healing damage for you, Thrak.
And then... I think that is it.
That's it.
Oh, actually, sorry. I will also cast Shield of Faith on Thrak for my bonus action.
Okay, Shield of Faith gives you a +2 bonus to your AC as a little shimmering field appears to surround you. And that brings us
That's
to Jilden's turn. Now let me remind myself of what Frossen Vraede is up to here. Yes, you are just frozen in place. The ice around your feet. This isn't a. You can do one of two things. You can either destroy it, or you can make a strength check to break free with an F, not TH.
Did I get frozen or did I save that?
I
I
don't
took
know.
half damage, so I don't think it hit me.
You know what I was
fully.
going on? I put a little symbol above your head that you were frozen, but I don't know. I don't know what that was for because Cirrus also has it and she shouldn't, I don't think. So I'm not sure what that is.
Trying to consult.
That
the
might be
vault.
some. Oh, actually, did you do a spell on? Is that a buff? That was
Was
a
the bond.
That was the
Yeah,
bond.
we
It was
yeah,
the
we have the
emboldening
bond,
bond.
which I actually
Yeah.
forgot to use when I was trying to not be frozen, but that's all right.
Yeah, way
That
too
was
late.
ages ago.
Way too late. Okay, so
Take an inspiration,
let's see
thank you.
here. No, that's not how inspiration works. Inspiration I use in real life to get favors.
Oh, right.
That's how you get inspiration in my campaign. Isn't that right, Leah?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Sounds really dodgy now.
Mm-hmm.
Rick, is yours save?
I don't know. I'm looking. I can't remember what save this was.
It was a dex save.
I think you
Oh, it's
you
the
made it because
15,
you didn't
it's the
take any
15.
you didn't
I
take
see
any
it.
damage.
I was looking for
Well,
Jilden.
I did
You're a
take
bear.
damage, but I took half damage.
Correct,
Oh,
yes.
that's true. I'm a bear.
You're a bear. It was the bear dexterity save on the bear. So yes, you just made it. Yeah. So it's just Thrak that's frozen.
Sick.
None of us can remember anything that happened last
No.
week. Anything
Oh,
that
God.
happened over 24 hours ago, it's gone.
Gone.
Yeah.
A
It's
broken brain.
it's been recorded over
Yeah.
on
Your
the
eyes are blue.
VHS tape.
It's
That
gone.
is our brain.
All right. I am bear, and I will run down here. And it's 45 movement, so how can I get around this bend? I'm trying to figure out if I can get to this thing or not. I don't think I can though. I think I'm just short.
No, you've always been short.
Good to know. All right, well, in that case, I will use a bonus action to dash and deliberately try and get the opportunity attack from this guy as I go past and go to the symbol.
That you will. That you will get. Let's see.
In fact, I might. Do I get two because I'm so big? Do I trap both of these opportunity attacks?
I think you do. Yeah.
Excellent.
I think why not? Here we go. 2 attacks coming in. A 4 and a 19.
19 will hit.
All right, 19 deals 2 piercing damage to you as you run past, and a little sort of little spike comes out from one of these little mono drones as they strike you as you go past. Okay, you have a bonus action still if you want
My
to do
bonus
anything.
action, I moved my flaming ball, which is still up at the other end of the map right now.
Right, yeah, okay. Okay, round to Thrak.
Okay, so I can either do a strength saving or I can try to break it. Is that right?
Correct. You can either try and break the ice around your ankles, or you can make a strength saving throw.
Yeah, I think I'll do the I think he just tries to like rip his feet out of the ice with his own
Well,
strength.
I don't think it is a saving throw. I think it's just a strength check.
Strength
So I'll let you
check.
use athletics if you want.
Okay. Excellent.
Wow, that is a 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do not
Natural
break
4.
free from this thing. That is your action.
Do I? Okay. Yeah, I think I underestimate how frozen I actually am, and I think I'll just walk my way through this and just rip my feet out of the ground. And instead, if it's all right with you, I'd like to take something like that's a terrible roll. I'd like to take something bad here. Like, do I trip and hit myself in the face? I'm sprawled on the ground.
Yeah, you probably do that thing because your legs are stuck in place. You just kind of fall backwards really awkwardly.
Okay.
I'm not gonna impose any sort of damage on you for that, but we can say you're prone.
Sure. Yep. I'm laid out on the ground now, trying very hard to break myself. I'm probably like stabbing at the ice now with my staff. That's my turn.
Okay. Frozen Fred now. You see now that you're much closer to this creature that the sort of red light that sits within this creature that's sort of providing it its arcane ability, pulses a few times, and then once more it attempts to flash freeze you. Let's see here. Or not. Okay, hold on. You might get lucky. No, I guess not. Okay. I don't know what's going on right now. There's some sort of bizarre issue with my computer where just nothing is working. All right. There it is. Click that 10 minutes ago. Okay. Let's see. Thrak, Cirrus, Sia, and Jilden, please make me a dexterity saving throw.
For those with the emboldening bond still on, that you can add, you can roll a d4 and add the number onto saving throw.
I never had it, thanks.
I am not close enough, I don't think. I'm not within 30 feet.
Okay.
You have disadvantage, Thrak, because you're restrained.
Oh, excellent. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Cool. What's the DC?
The DC is 15.
Okay. Yep. And I'll definitely get hit for full damage.
Uh-oh.
Well, half because I've got the Yeti cloak.
The Yeti cloak will help you here. Okay. Cirrus, you rolled a 16 here. I wonder. Cirrus,
Yes.
there is a tingling
Oh.
on your feet, I think,
Okay.
and you teleport
Oh, what?
30 feet in any direction you may choose.
But
Any unoccupied
Interesting.
space.
Okay. I don't want to leave Thrak alone.
I would recommend backwards because the ice is sort
Yes.
of like pushing out away from Frossen Vraede.
Okay. Bonk.
Great.
Okay.
You will
Yep.
take no damage from this. Just as the ice is pushing outwards and this cold gust of arcane air rushes outwards, Cirrus just sort of naturally shifts, disappearing from the spot that she was standing in and appearing just on the edge of where this gust of cold strikes. You can increase your intelligence or charisma score by 1 if you would like.
Okay. Okay.
I think there is a moment there where we hear Thrak's thoughts. As he's prone on the ground, frozen, he sees Cirrus disappear and reappear 30 feet away. And it's like a zoom in of just his eyes and confusion on his face. How did she do that? Does she know how to learn spells too? I've got to ask her. And then agony as he is blasted with... How much damage?
Let's find out. Who made the check here? Who didn't?
I rolled 17.
17. Sia got 11. Thrak was 7. Okay, so this was 7d8 cold damage.
Oof.
37 damage to the two that
Ooh.
failed their check. Jilden, you take half. Obviously, Thrak, you can take half as well because of the cold, the vest,
Right.
whatever, you know. What is it called?
The Yeti cloak.
The Yeti cloak.
Oof.
Okay.
Sia. Okay. all of a sudden I was... One second I was doing well, the next I am not doing so very well at all right
The
now.
mono drone in front of you is destroyed. It freezes over, caught in the wave of cold, and is immediately obliterated.
I see, but the one just ahead is not.
Correct.
Okay, then I'm gonna trudge along to this monodrone here and attack it with my stuff. For a 15 to hit.
A 15 will hit.
For 10 points of bludgeoning damage, and then swing it again.
Well, it's
as
already
it comes
dead.
around.
You
right.
you strike it with the staff, and it just turns to dust in the air.
Okay. All right. It looks like Jilden's doing all right over there, so I am going to.
Well, I'm no longer in
suppose-
bear form. I have been knocked out of bear form.
Even better. It means you can now deal with that glyph.
It was all part
So-
of my master plan.
So I'm going to run here. 35 feet to these creatures.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use my second attack. Oh, crap.
10 is a miss.
Which is going to be
9.
a 9.
Oh, 9 is a miss.
And then
Find the glyph!
Find the glyph.
I found it! And then I'm going to go ahead and, I guess, because that was a failure, I'm going to pull out one of my healing potions that I purchased and neck that with my bonus action.
Okay.
I don't think I was told exactly how much that healing potion healed for.
Is it just a normal healing potion?
Correct, yes.
Then it's 2d4 plus 2. I think.
Okay. It's going to be 8.
Yeah.
So, alright. Bringing me up to a square 10 hit points right now.
Okay. Yes, just in time to be struck a couple of times, probably, maybe. Let's see, as these two that are around you attempt to strike you with their little javelin arms. A 14 and a 19.
A 14 misses and 19 hits.
Okay, it's going to deal 2 piercing damage to you as
Okay.
you rush between these two mono drones, and they're just whirring and striking these little, they're just little daggers really, but they attempt to cut you with them. One of them finds purchase slightly. It is then back round to Sirius's turn.
Yeah. Can I quickly do some testing? Because where I'm standing right now, I cannot actually see Frossen Vraede.
Yep.
So if I move 15 forward, can I see him?
I'm going to
from
give
here?
him a little bit of light because
Okay.
he does have a couple of little lights on him.
Okay.
Tell me if you can see him now.
I can see him now.
Okay.
From where I'm standing. Cool. Rack is not doing super well, which is not great. Okay. I am going to Man, this is hard because welcome to being a cleric. I do not want to cast spells because otherwise people will die. I will cast Sacred Flame at him
Okay.
with DC 15. 5.
5. Yeah, he you see this sacred flame strike. It breaks some of the chips of ice off of him, but you get the sense that it does almost nothing to him. He seems to be sort of covered in an invincible block of ice right now.
Okay. Okay. And then I am going to use my bonus action to cast Healing Word on Thrak at one moment. Level 2. I think. his best. Okay. 11 healing?
For 11 healing. Okay.
That's it for me, thank you.
Okay, brings us around to Jilden.
Okay, I'm gonna try and disrupt this glyph in front of me.
Yes, you need only use an action to sort of imbue this thing with arcane energy. You can choose to enhance it or turn it off.
Yes, I choose to turn the glyph off.
Yes. And you do so. How does Jilden do this? Because we've seen Thrak do it twice, I think, but not Jilden.
I lick my finger and run it a little bit on my cheek, and then run it down the edge of my staff and swirl it around the glyph until the glyph just dissolves in its wake.
Yeah, it does so. I guess those of you that can vaguely see Frozen Fred, you see chunks of ice break off from him suddenly and fall to the ground at the foot of this creature, and underneath you're now seeing that there's the sort of ice that was covering him and sort of holding him into the wall is breaking off, and there's this sort of clockwork drone, just an enormous version of one of these worker drones that you've seen in much smaller form around, sitting underneath this, a few sort of lights glowing from the arcane properties that are keeping this thing going. But yeah, you chunk off you've sort of done a huge amount of damage to the ice that's sitting on top of him, but there's still some on there holding him in place.
Alright, I used my bonus action to move my sphere, and I moved back out into the hall, trying to see if I can spot if Seer's close to the other glyph, or if I can even see it at all. Which I can't, because my vision is very limited.
Alright. Well, there you go. You answered your own question. It's Thrak's turn.
Okay. I think we see, if anyone's looking, we see Thrak a little frustrated, and I think when he got hit with another wave of frozen stuff, like he's got one hand now frozen to the ground as well, and he's just kind of stuck, like he stuck there, and he sort of growls and just tries to break free. Like there's not a lot of thought going on here. He's just going to try to brute strength this.
Okay. You do so, yeah, breaking the ice around your feet, breaking as you rip your legs upwards and out of the ice and free yourself. I presume that you're no longer prone, but you're also no longer restrained by the ice.
Okay. I'll take the prone disadvantage there, which that's my move speed in half, right? So I'm gonna move here.
Yes.
Actually, hold on. I have to think about this for a second. I'm actually gonna roll. That's all right.
Yep. What we're here for.
That's true. I'm just gonna do a. Okay, yeah, that's what I do.
Alright. Made a wisdom save for 15 for audio listeners. I don't know what it means either, but that's what he did. Okay. And that's the end of your turn?
Yep. That's the end of my turn.
Alright. Let's see if you can survive another wave. Dexterity saving throws, please, from Cirrus, Thrak, and Jilden.
Oh, it's gonna be tough. Uh-oh.
Jesus.
A 3 from Thrak, a 14 from Jilden, 2 fails so far.
Jilden, you are actually close enough to me. Go ahead and roll a d4. You can save that.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, you don't even need to roll it. You can for the fun, but you will make it if you roll with the
I think Sirius is too far away.
30
bond.
feet. Yeah, I'm too far.
And seriously, yeah, you need to be 30 feet away, right?
Yeah, 30.
And I rolled a 3 for audio listeners, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, Jildan, you make it. Sirius and Thrak, you will take the full amount of this damage here. 32 freezing cold damage as another pulse of frozen energy. This sort of shockwave pushes out from Frozen Vraede here. And also that gets larger. The radius of this grows larger with every turn. Okay, let's see.
So I took half that just for you know, any YouTube commenters in the future.
Yep,
Let's see that my health just went down to 7 and not -4 or whatever.
Yeah. Jildan takes half as well. Sirius, I think you just take the full amount unless you have some ability that against cold damage.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. It is Sia's turn after Frozen Vraede.
Okay, I am going to continue trying to defeat these creatures down here. I don't think it wise to just try and take care of the glyph first, so I'll attack the green monodrone first.
Okay.
For a 21 to hit.
21 hits.
For 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yep, you explode it. It destroys the monodrone.
Alright. Multi-attack, so I attack the second one.
I love that you have multi-attack like a creature would.
I am a creature.
And not extra attack. Okay, yep. Wait, no, an 11, sorry. An 11 misses.
Then I'll use flurry of blows to punch it instead. Burning a key point to use my unarmed.
Punch it, okay. That means you can move an extra band in a ship in Star Wars, I think. I've already forgotten the rules. It's been like a year almost.
13 to hit.
13 is a miss.
We played a week ago.
We did, but we didn't get
And
any
10.
ships, did we? So
Alright, these all missed.
all missed. Unfortunately for Sia, he misses this last
my
monodrone sort
turn.
of buzzing around your head, this strange little creature. It's
Can you
just gonna...
see the glyph, boy?
I'm on the glyph!
Well, why haven't you done anything about it?
I'm preoccupied!
Does an 18 hit you? As he says,
Yes.
I'm preoccupied, this thing stabs you for 3 piercing damage.
I'm preoccupied!
There's a little tiny little flying droid creature behind you with a little spike sticking out of it, and it's stuck you in the bum cheek. I said that only hoping that artwork would appear in the fan art channel. Cartoonish artwork. Okay, it is Sirius's turn.
Yeah.
We're not going to survive another wave.
I know. Can I table talk a bit here?
Push can.
Okay. Yeah, like I actually don't think we're gonna survive another wave.
I will.
Okay.
I don't. Yeah, it's possible a couple of us will go down, but I think we can do it.
Okay. So I have two. Like what I'm thinking of is running in. I need to see. I'm so sorry. I need to see exactly 30 feet. Running in, getting off a beacon of hope, which would allow everyone to gain advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saving throws, and regain maximum number of hit points from any healing, and then hitting us with a mass healing word. But that is just like to keep us up. I'm not doing any other damage to Frozen Vraede, and so
We can't anyway until this glyph's gone. So
yeah.
that's my assumption, at least.
Is there like do we have a concept of how big the radius is based on what we just last witnessed on the last round?
Yeah.
I think.
Give me a perception, a survival, or an investigation check.
Okay. Goodness me.
10. It's getting pretty far. It's looking to be about sort of 60 feet or so. It definitely seems to be reaching out at least about this far. Maybe a little more. It seems to be growing. I think you guys would be aware of that as well.
I can't see where Jilden is. I can only kind of see where Thrak is. Can you guys run from the radius from where you are, or will you still be in it?
I
Yeah,
think.
you can run.
Actually, in fact, I think Thrak would probably shout to you and say, like, "Get back! Get away from it!"
All right. In that case, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. Ooh, I can still see him. I can't do any damage to him because of the glyphs. But I can still kind of see Thrak. No, and I'm too far to do anything else. Okay, I think that's it for me. Thanks.
Okay. Jilden, it is your turn.
All right. I move my sphere ever closer. It is now. Actually, I ram him with it. Because why not? I don't think it's going to do any damage, but I'm going to ram him anyway. So
Okay.
we have to make a dex save, I believe.
What the hell is a ram?
No, just the sphere can ram into the thing.
Oh, the sphere is doing it.
yeah,
right.
yeah. I ram the sphere into a creature.
She
It's going to
turns
save
into a
throw.
ram.
I thought you turned into a ram.
I
Which is
literally
hilarious because it was something that
ram into
Denki's character could do in Oracle's Rest like 3 years ago. He could turn into a ram and just run at stuff and hit it with his head. It was even funnier because it was a Kenku. All right. I just got confused. I sort of time traveled back to that point. Yeah, I think it strikes the ice. You do see some of the ice crack and chip off, but it's just clearly not doing anything. It's almost like it hits a sort of magical force field more than hits the ice itself.
Okay. In that case,
The ice is very clearly sort of magically enhanced.
can I choose to make a bonus action as an action?
No.
No.
I might find out tomorrow that you can, but I'm pretty sure you can't.
Okay. Ugh. Ugh.
No, you can't.
Very well. Very well. I will take Cirrus's advice then and run 30 feet in this direction, trying to find wherever that boy Seer is. God damn it!
All right.
I don't even know if I'm far enough away, but I don't think Jordan would have seen anyway how far his area of effect was. So.
All right. She just keeps getting hit by a cold.
Yeah, what's happening?
Okay, Thrak, it's your turn.
Excellent. Right, so I'm gonna move there. And that's my turn. That's I just dash 60
Dash
feet.
as far as you can out of the area. The does the flaming sphere have like any sort of AC or HP or anything like that?
No, it's just my concentration.
Yeah, I don't know in like D&D, but in Baldur's Gate it does.
Baldur's Gate it does.
I'm never running
It's
D&D
not
again.
impressive.
This is the last time.
No, it's why. Never mind.
Baldur's Gate. No, honestly, Baldur's Gate has been the most useful thing ever because most players do generally understand a lot more about D&D. It's just sometimes they'll confuse a Baldur's Gate rule. But the payoff has been brilliant. Look at Mirggles. She knows what a bonus action is.
She keeps looking for a Starion. He'll be here somewhere.
None of you are affected by the cold this round.
Thank God for that.
It does grow a little larger, the radius, and it is Sia's turn.
Okay, I will, what will I do? I guess I see my compatriots coming. I see the aura expanding. And I know what that thing is capable of doing. So I guess, do I have to be standing inside it to be able to defuse it?
No. You can be within 5 feet.
Okay. In that case, I suppose I will do just that then. I'll try and defuse the glyph to my southeast.
Yeah. How does Sia do this?
So there's this monodrone right behind me, and I see it, flitting about, trying to, poke me in the ass. I'm going to spin around and then close my eyes, palms together, channel my ki, and then press my hands as hard as I can open on the floor. And there's a small pulse, and it kind of makes the ground shift. And as it does, the glyph dissipates.
Yeah, it does. The ice that is sitting over Frossen Vraede breaks off. For a moment, it looks like he sort of falls inert. But in fact, you activate round 2. You have freed him from his
Not Frossen Vraede. No.
You have frozen freed him.
Myre. Didn't know he was a Final Fantasy boss, honestly.
He no longer has really much ice sitting over him. He's just this sort of very large looking clockwork magical drone. There are like pulsing parts of arcane energy moving through him. He seems to be somewhat kind of reminiscent of those sort of ancient golems that you might recognize from just any fantasy thing that has golems in it, but with some sort of clockwork and mechanical elements to him as well. The creature doesn't really have a face or anything like that, but it appears to be sort of stumbling forward as the ice breaks, and somewhat sort of scanning the area around it. Fred is freed, and I need to put him back into the turn order. Oh god, what was his thing? He went after
I think it was a 7.
he went after you, right, Thrak?
Yeah.
Okay. Frozen Fred
So,
is free. It is still your turn.
he is
Sid.
free. Yes. I don't have... I use my action to diffuse the glyph, so I don't have any way of attacking this thing now with a bonus action. So I am going to, I suppose, use my action now to... would it be... Table talk, would it be dumb to drink my last potion now?
If you need to use it, it's never done.
No, they're not. You would also know that Thrak can magically produce potions, so they're not super rare for us.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I shall then use my bonus action to consume my potion then. And that was, remind me again, DM, sorry, what was one healing potion? It was like a 2d4 plus 2?
2d4 plus 2, yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Want to move?
Or 8.
Moving on your turn?
I'm not moving now.
Okay. Monodrone's going to try and stab you again. On a 13, I think that's a miss.
That's a miss, yes.
Okay. Cirrus, your turn. This creature is moving around in front of you. Let me give him a little bit of light. It's a different token.
Perfect. I'm like scared that he's moving around and he has a radius. I don't know if the radius is still in effect here, right? And we won't know until his turn. So,
Right.
I think I'm gonna do the worst thing. Oh gosh, if I just run away in this other direction and try to loop around and catch you guys, that leaves
gonna
so
take a
much time for you to
long
get. It's gonna take a long time. Maybe I can't hug this wall because there's a ice thing there. I don't know what to do. Well, at least I can try and hit him now. With literally anything. What is my guiding bolt here? 120 feet. That's good. Okay. I am going to attempt to hit this thing with a guiding bolt.
Okay. 15. Misses.
Oh.
Okay.
Maybe it does hit it, but you just see it strike like a piece of sort of composite
Yeah.
armor on this thing. You see this guiding bolt, flash of light, strike this thing. The creature kind of like moves a little and is pushed a little bit, but clearly didn't do any sort of significant damage to it. Maybe leaves a scorch mark on this kind of old, ancient looking rusted composite metal.
Yeah. Okay, and then I'm gonna run a little bit further back here just in case and try to like hug this wall. To the best of my ability.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Jilden.
Okay. I think I don't have much in the way of options here. I will be the sacrificial lamb. I'll run towards it.
Okay.
Oh, go on.
As my bonus action, I will pull this flaming sphere back and ram it once again into Frozen Vraede to see if it will do any damage now that he is no longer icicled. Which is a dex save, if it applies.
Alright, Dex save. A 17.
Will succeed and take half damage, which will be 2 fire damage. Wow.
Alright.
So worthwhile. I'm so glad I'm using my bonus actions to keep this up.
I
So
honestly
good.
don't know if you know whether it does do any damage.
Okay. That's a bit telling.
Mm-hmm. How far am I from him? Ugh. Horrible options. Horrible. Okay, in that case, I just go, useless. And then I'm going to cast Entangle underneath him, which
okay.
is a strength saving throw.
Right. Comes the strength save. A 17.
Can you stop rolling 17s, please? It's really getting in my way.
Oh, sorry.
My plans. Well, in a 20-foot square starting from the point within range, so I would start it, I suppose, between he and I. So, yeah, this whole sort of block between he and us would be an entangled mat of weeds.
Okay, let me see if I have a square thing to put down. There.
Although it's probably pointless actually, because I think it doesn't, you don't have to do a recheck upon its turn. I think it's just
goes and then disappears.
It's just one check, I think, when you cast it, and then that's it.
Okay.
Well. Just Jill just throws her arms into the air.
Yeah, it keeps moving forward. Alright, Thrak.
Okay. I sort of look to see her and say, "You've got this." And then I run 30 feet away from him towards the
Cheers.
greater threat.
Greater Fred. Greater Fred, I should say.
The Greater Fred. And let's see, the distance there is 55 feet. And I am going to cast Fireball. The big one.
Ooh.
So I think Thrak sort of like plants his staff, and with his hand he does the finger gun thing again, and light starts gathering at the end of his finger, and it fires out from it towards Frossen Vraede and smashes into him. Now, last time we did this, we, I believe, underestimated how big because it's a 20-foot radius, which means it's 40 by 40 feet. He does a Kamehameha. It's massive. So I don't know if there's anything that can catch on fire in a 40 foot radius over there.
Technically, it's a
but
spirit
it would-
bomb and a Kamehameha.
Yeah, it's more like it's actually more like a spirit bomb actually.
Oh my god. I hate it.
Well, it's
Actually,
actually
it's
my
not, though.
character, so I get to flavor it however I want.
Well, you can launch this fireball like behind him. I think you know what I think does happen. You
Yeah?
tell me where this lands. You tell me.
I think it hits him square in the face.
Okay, so it does. So it hits here, and so it's going to be
Yeah.
20 foot this way and 20
Yeah,
foot this way.
and 20
Yeah.
foot that way. Yeah.
All right. Well. Okay. I don't think anything sets on fire. This whole place is like covered in layer upon layer upon layer of ancient ice.
Right.
It probably does melt a bunch of it away. It melts some of the remaining ice that's on Frossen Vraede, but it doesn't. It doesn't like catch everything on fire in the room.
Okay.
So it will just do whatever damage
It
you
will be
needed to do.
29 fire damage unless he makes he does not.
He does not.
29 fire damage.
29 fire damage. This, you can tell, does do damage to him as this strikes Frossen Vraede. You see chunks of ice come off, but you also see just bits of him flying backwards as well. Chunks of wood igniting in the air, metal falling off of him. And yeah, this absolutely deals damage to him as you hit him with that fireball. Okay. Anything else?
Right. Nope, that's my turn.
Okay, it's his turn. Let's see if I can refresh the flash freeze here.
Oh.
Nope. You are very lucky. Let's see if he can. Where can he go here?
The area
Can he
here is
get to
difficult
you?
terrain, so he has half movement.
The area here is difficult terrain.
From the entangle, yeah.
Oh, okay. For
forgot to
for
mention.
how far?
20 foot in front of
20
him.
foot in front of him. Okay, so that's going to cost him 40 to get there. So he can get to here, and then he can get
Wow, he's fast.
to
Very fast.
here.
That's horrifying,
That is
actually.
horrifying.
Yeah, he starts moving towards the area that this fireball came from. Eventually, yeah, you see this 15-foot mechanical golem appear in front of you. But that's where he gets. He's still 10 feet away from you. He's not quite within your right range.
Okay.
And you're lucky he doesn't have any sort of like ranged ability outside of his flash freeze, which is not recharged yet. So it is Sia's turn.
Okay, I am going to try and get rid of this monodrome now with my staff. Swinging around for an 18 to hit.
18 definitely hits.
Alright. As I thwack it round the back for 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
And you destroy the final monodrone in the area.
Okay. Then I'm going to try and, suppose, move my 40-foot distance here. And then, there's not much I can do now. But, maybe instead I'll... There we go, 40 foot there instead. That's my turn.
Cirrus.
Yeah. Man, this place is big. Okay. I'm gonna run forward. From my distance, I can't see anyone. The only thing that I can do is try and set out another guiding bolt. So I'm gonna do that. Gosh. That's a 9.
Another miss. I think it just strikes again the same sort of composite armor on his back.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Okay. Okay. Sorry, just give me 1 second to see if there's literally anything else that I can do.
No, if you don't know everything that you're going to be doing exactly on your turn, then you're out of the campaign.
Oh no.
We all
Can't
know that
see
GM,
anyone.
right? We've all met that guy. Whack Steven. What? Are you laughing?
I say Myre, but
Oh, 100% that would be Myre. If Myre was the GM, he would have calculated every possible variable of this combat before you'd have rolled initiative.
So I do have an
goodness.
alternative battle map with all your character tokens in it.
He's
I
been
would have
spending this whole week between sessions calculating your varying
exactly what was going to happen
ways
today.
this could have gone. Your 1 second has been over for a long time.
I
Cirrus.
know. I don't think
know,
there's anything else I can do. So that's it, I guess.
All
Bummer.
right. Jilden.
Yeah. What does he look like to me? Does he look like he's made of metal?
Yeah, predominantly metal, bits of stone and wood and ice, and then sort of gems, arcane gems floating around in his middle.
All right. Then I'm gonna hop backwards a good 20 feet, and then I'm gonna cast heat metal again. Take some of that. And that will be a what is it again? Brain. Con saving throw, please.
Con save. An 18.
You just stop. It's getting really annoying.
Yeah, does it do anything on... I mean, you're going for strength and con on all of these spells as well, which...
I know, it's all I got. It's all I got, okay?
Oh my god. Was it heat metal?
Okay. Yeah, heat metal. So it can't drop the object because it is the object. We had this discussion last time. So it can't... it has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of my next turn. I don't think it takes any damage.
Okay.
Okay. So in that case, then I'm going to use my bonus action to wild shape into a brown bear again. And that is the end of my turn for now.
Oh, okay. I now understand what this spell is. This is not an object. This is a creature.
I think I consider it to be a large suit of armor masquerading as a creature.
Yeah, no. That's what the terminology is there. I'll let you control Z that. I'll let you redo this move.
Okay,
and you got it last week with the other one. But I now realize what you're trying to do because I'm reading the spell properly. Yeah, so that's the key word in there is object, and this isn't an object. So you can only really do that on, like, you know, swords and like armor.
I think if it tried harder, it could be an object.
If you hit it hard enough, it'll turn into an object.
There are multiple objects eventually. Okay, in that case, then I will cast Moonbeam instead. So that would be a con save, which I already did. So half as much damage. 2d10. Half, so 5 radiant damage.
And you're doing the moonbeam?
Yes.
Bring that spell marker over. I don't have to make a save.
You already did. It was a con save, but we already
Oh,
made
we
it the
did the
last
same one, right,
spell.
okay.
So yeah.
All right, there you go. You should better move that around.
That is a concentration. Oh, did you lose your fire?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah,
See
I
already.
used Entangle and everything, and I lost them. I'm dropping my concentration on all these spells. Cool. Yes, the moonbeam will be right in front of it, between us, and yes, the rest of it is the same. I will be a bear still. A boy.
Boy. Okay, so he takes
Oh,
5
wow.
damage from that. Is that what you're trying to tell
Yes,
me?
favor radiant.
Okay. Okay. Anything else on your turn?
No, just a bear.
Okay. Thorak.
Yes, I believe I'm going to cast Magic Missile. And I'm going to cast that at level 2, so it does an extra dart. So instead of 3 darts, it's 4 coming out of the top of my staff, which will be a total of 8 plus 6 is 14 damage.
14 damage. All right. Yeah, again, like these spells are doing damage to this creature. Bits of him are falling off. He looks very old, much like all of the other little drones that have been in this place. They're kind of these ancient rusted things that are falling apart, being held together only by the arcane nature that put them together in the first place. But he's still moving around. He's still coming for you.
Okay. I will then run away.
Okay.
Run there.
Okay.
Stay away from it.
He says, let me see if I can recharge the flash freeze. I cannot.
Okay.
Okay, so Moonbeam. What was the rule on Moonbeam? When a creature enters the spell for the first time on its turn or starts its turn there. So that would have been...
So that's its damage taken. So next.
So we already did it, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, it's going to come after you then, Jill, then I think, since you are closest.
Ah, no. Don't do that.
He's going to... It's just running at you, and it's just going to attempt to slam into you. A 19 and a 22 against your AC.
Yeah, they'll both hit.
Okay. First one's going to hit you for 12 bludgeoning and 3 cold damage. The second one will hit you for 2 bludgeoning and 4 cold damage. That is a lucky one. It rolled
20.
double ones on its attack. And yeah, I think we just see like Jildan kind of move. This thing just rushes and collides with Jildan's shell, sending her kind of pinwheeling. Yeah.
Still, I'm a bear, so.
You're a bear still?
Yeah, I redid my bear.
Oh,
I
you
wild
redid
shaped
the bear. Okay,
as my bonus
sorry.
action last time.
Right. Okay. Great, perfect. I mean, you still have a shell though.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, just creams off my arm.
You're
Bear
a horrific,
shell.
mutated, grotesque version of a bear turtle thing.
How dare you?
Definitely. No doubt about it in my mind. Okay, Sia, your turn.
Okay, I am going to run up to it, so 5, 10, 15, 20 feet to run up to it like that. And then I'm going to... Oh, what do I want to do? Either attack it or... Attack it, I think. So I'm going to attack it with my quarterstaff, striking down on the creature for 23 to hit.
23 will hit.
For 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then I am going to, attack it again, I suppose, with my extra attack. A 24 to hit.
24 hits.
For a further 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
I'm also going to move it 5 feet to the northeast because I have the crusher feat. So with this bludgeoning attack, I've kind of like knocked it kind of off kilter, and it's now moving away from me.
Okay. And it moves 5 feet back from you, like here.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. It kind of stumbles backwards. Maybe it collides with that ice wall that's sitting there behind it. One that was drawn up at the beginning of this fight. Okay.
Right. I'm then also going to be an idiot, and then I'm going to use my flurry of blows and press the attack.
Okay.
So that's going to be 2 more unarmed attacks. So 16 to hit.
16 hits.
For 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And 22 to hit.
That hits.
For 5 extra points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, solid set of strikes. I think this is just like Neji strikes all over the place here, and then just chunks of this thing falling down as Seer pushes it backwards. It's still standing though, still going.
I regret pushing him back until the very last moment, but that's my turn.
Okay, Cirrus.
It's like the worst thing ever to have your cleric just be completely separated a million miles away from everyone.
Yeah.
So I am going to book it. I'm gonna dash 60 feet to get there. Here. And I still can't see anyone, I presume. So
Yeah.
that's it for me. And just
Okay.
hope for the best.
Does the
Children.
moonbeam give light?
Does a moonbeam give light?
Looks like it does emit light.
I'll give it a little.
I mean, I can see you on the map like it's lit, but I'm assuming that because this wall is here and you guys are behind a pillar that I can't see.
yeah,
you to do
really, you
anything
probably
further.
can't see through this.
No.
There is no dynamic lighting on that, but do you know what? I can make it so that there is, just for you.
Aw.
That work, or did that just make a yellow line?
don't see a
I don't
difference.
see anything.
I don't see a yellow line.
Well done. Either way, it's Jilden's turn.
Okay. Alright, it's my bonus action to move this moonbeam. Which we agreed we could do as well shaped last week. And then I step forward and I will multi-attack this creature. So with a bite and a claw attack, that's a 14 and a 19.
The 19 hits.
Yes. Okay, sorry, I was just thinking about something. Yes. Attack. It's 11 slashing. Roll the second roll.
11 slashing. Are your claws considered magical?
Yeah, I'm a magic bear.
Ah,
No, I mean, you've magically turned into a bear. I don't know if it means you're a magical bear.
Actually, that's a good point. There might actually be a rule about this.
At a specific level, you do.
It's sixth
You are
level.
magic.
So no, okay, yeah, this is only doing half damage. You can tell because it's just you're hitting this thing, and you can feel the arcane energy that's pulling this thing together, kind of granting it some sort of resistance to your strikes as you smash this thing.
Pretty rude.
Yep, I guess so. I mean, you came in and woke him up. He was having a nice little sleep. All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay, Thrak.
I will. I'll do another magic missile. This time just at level 1. So 3 more darts come out of my staff, hitting for 11 damage.
Okay. A true 11. Yeah, chunks of this thing flying off. But it's still going.
Okay, and I will move Yeah.
Okay. End of your turn.
End of my turn.
Okay. Let's see if I can recharge. Uh-oh.
Oh, hang on. First, I need to make a
Uh-oh.
con save.
That's true. It does need to make a con save.
Please
An
roll
11.
Oh, it doesn't make. Okay, that's 14 radiant damage.
Not enough. Chunks of this thing break off from it. It's kind of just like completely freaking out, sputtering, falling apart, and then another wave of this flash freeze strikes all of you. Everyone needs to make me a dex save.
Oof.
Oh. Yeah, I've moved out of range of getting the bonus as well. Would have actually helped. I think it's 30. Well,
If I stretch a little bit, if I stretch 5 more feet.
can I reach out?
You do the thing that like runners do when they're just about to get over the line and they do that. They like lean forward and put their arms back. You
Yeah,
do that
I
into
try
the
that.
flash phrase as it happens. Mergs, can
Smacked
you
into
give
the
me a
face.
dexterity saving throw? He got off
Yes.
his cold explosion.
No. This is terrible news. Oh, okay. It's great
Yeah,
news.
you make it.
Actually,
Sia makes
amazing.
it.
Remember Thrak.
Brown Bear makes it, but Thrak does not. So
Oh no.
Thrak will take. Well, actually, everyone will take half, won't they? Regardless.
Right.
Oh.
Frank just had the option to take a quarter instead.
Oh.
31 points of cold damage as this thing bursts into a wave of cold.
That's
That's
go down.
15 damage for everyone else.
So 15 for everyone takes 15 cold damage.
good
This
there.
is not good.
You down?
Yep.
I'm down.
You're down?
Yeah.
Sia's down.
Gildan.
I'm fine.
Jilden's
Okay.
fine.
So I go. I
Well,
think. Yeah, so I get hit by this blast, and it looks like Thrak is about to collapse, and then I think he drops his staff for a second, and like he starts growling, and he looks up with rage in his eyes, and fortunately he's an orc, so he can use relentless endurance when you are reduced to 0 hit points but not killed outright. You can drop to 1 hit point instead.
Yes. That's right. You get to Neo this shit.
Oh, he's still up. I believe I'm frozen in place, right? My feet.
No, everyone made their checks. Oh no, you
I
failed,
did
so
not.
you're restrained. You're frozen in place.
But I
there.
can still do actions, I just can't move.
Correct.
Okay.
So sorry. This is entirely my fault. I'm so sorry.
I'd say it's Frozen Fred's fault.
Yeah.
There's
Don't worry.
done more.
There's still time.
Oh,
faith.
it's Sia's turn now. Hold on before you do anything, Sia.
Holding.
Please hold the line. Everything's going so slowly on my computer. I don't know what's happening to it. I'm just happy the stream's still going. I'm gonna find out it's doing a Windows update. So this is how death saves work in Quura.
Ooh.
You don't get to roll it. Someone else gets to roll it for you. You can pick.
Oh.
Jill, then you get the pressure.
I wanted to die anyway. 18. Goddamn.
One make for Sia. Cirrus, who would you like to roll your death save?
Crack.
Okay.
Right, okay.
If he fails, that's just karma for running away from him when he needed you most.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god!
And natural 1 means you take 2 fails on your death.
Sorry. I'm a bit distracted right now.
Distracted.
If
Okay.
you die, by the way,
2 fails.
I'll never
for
speak to myself again.
Cirrus.
Oh my god. This is all my fault. I was so dumb. I was so dumb.
Yeah, you
I
should have
should've-
picked me.
No, I mean, like, I made a key mistake here on all of those turns that I was, like, running away and doing nothing else. I should have been healing my goddamn self, and I didn't because I
not
was
over
like,
till
I need
it's
to
over.
save my spells. Ah!
It's not over till it's over.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not over.
Jilden, it's your turn.
Okay. Who do I have next to me? I have Seer. Okay. Ooh. Can I see Thrak? I can't. So
Yeah.
no. That's
I mean,
obviously.
oh, you
No, I
can't.
Yeah, as
can't.
to whether you can or can't.
I don't know why I keep asking these questions. I know the
What
answer.
your token can see is accurate, yeah.
Yes.
You know where he is vaguely because he's been firing spells at you from back behind you somewhere, but
Then I continue to stand in front of him, and I do not use my bonus action to move the moonbeam, and I will use my bonus action to cast Healing Word on Seer next to me. Who isn't directly next to me, so I shouldn't get a disadvantage even. So that's 1d4. Actually, why don't I just do this the lazy way? Why am I putting so much effort into rolling? I could just do that. 7 healing.
okay, Sia. You sort of awaken. You're sort of on your back. There's still this enormous creature above you. There's a bear, but you're probably very cold. But you're up. Well, you're prone, but you're alive.
And then I will use Primal Savagery to attack the creature. With a 16 to hit.
16 does hit.
16 acid damage.
How do you destroy it? It had 6 HP left.
I actually get my claws up underneath the steel plates of this thing and rip it up from the bottom upwards, all the plates tearing and corrugating as I reveal the inside of this creature.
It
And it falls
explodes
apart.
because they all explode. And it sort of rains down this sort of sparkling dust as the arcane energy from this thing is expelled in an explosive manner. Gems and bits of metal and wood kind of raining down around you guys as this thing kind of falls apart. Yeah. Okay. We still have one last piece of business to deal with here.
Serious?
Yeah. Thrak.
Yeah.
Anything you want to try and do?
What am I going to do right now?
Yeah, I mean, Cirrus can still die right now. So it's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to try to break free from the ice that's frozen me.
Okay. Give me an athletics check.
Natural 23.
You break the hell out.
I think I break. I don't even stop. I just immediately start running towards where I last saw. See, I can't see her, but I think I feel her.
Yeah, okay.
I think I
Does he roll
feel
that
her in
save?
pain.
That's cool.
And I just start immediately running towards her. So I don't have my action, right? That was my action.
Correct.
Right. So I get as far as here, and I'm shouting, where's Cirrus? Cirrus!
I haven't seen her in ages. I don't know where she is.
Sia, it's your turn.
I'm not too sure, I say with my back on the ground. Kinda just reclining. I guess I owe you one. Turtle bear. I guess I'm going to go where I last saw her with half my movement, which is 20. So that's going to be here. I found her. She's round the corner.
Is she okay?
No,
Come and help her.
I can't. That's my turn and I have the movement.
Cirrus, who would you like to roll this death save? If they roll anything under a 10, you will be dead.
God damn it. Death save is not attached to any existing stat. Yeah, it's just a.
No, it's just a D20.
Its own.
It's just a D20.
Yeah, it's
Just
just a
a
D20.
roll.
I'll do it if.
I will do it.
Oh no.
I'll do it.
Oh god.
Oh god.
I'm gonna say Thrak because he felt me. He did the last one. He was feeling me. He was running towards me. I feel like the connection is there. And yeah.
He can't roll that one again, right?
Yeah, that would be absurd, wouldn't it?
Okay. As I'm running towards her, I'm reaching out with my bond to her through Quura, and I feel her slip away.
You rolled a 4. Okay. You are out of combat.
I get to her.
Check on her!
See,
Check on her!
you make it to her.
She's gone!
You make it to a lifeless corpse.
What do you mean she's gone? Come on.
I felt her.
Wake up! Come on! There's work to do. We can't do it without you. What happened to her? Weren't you helping her?
What do you mean? What was I helping her? I was on my way to her. I
You
just
just
got
let
here.
her die in front of you?
In front of us. Come on. Cirrus, wake up.
I would start frantically going through my alchemy satchel and casting a spell to create a health potion. I wouldn't know what else to do.
Is that a thing you can do?
Yes, it's a spell.
Okay. Yeah, you summon up a health potion.
Okay. I try to. I get down on my knees and I pull her my lap and I try to give her the health potion.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely doesn't work. The liquid just runs down the sides of her mouth, spills across her chest. Doesn't take effect.
Don't do this. Come on. Who's gonna see that my remarks are the clumsy mountain god? Come on, wake up.
Come on, this isn't funny. Come on. Come on, and I start shaking her quite violently, actually. Come on! Wake up! Why won't she wake up? Thrak, why won't she wake up?
She's gone.
It's not... She was just alive.
She's
I'm going
gone.
to remove my my magic staff, the one I got from the child of her god, her angel, and I'm gonna place it by her. I suppose she's on her way to them or past them or whenever. I suppose This is only right.
But Quura, that's not how. We can't do it without her. She's part of this.
I touch the brand on my throat. Can I see Cirrus's mark? I'm not sure where hers was.
I believe it was on her chest.
It's on her arm.
Yeah, if I can see it, I would touch it. And in fact, probably start doing some very rational things at that point once I realize
It's on her
that
arm.
she's lifeless. Start holding her arm and sort of pressing it to my brand and trying to put the brands together. Like,
Come on. Something has to work. Something has to. How can you be called for a higher purpose and then be allowed to just die? It doesn't work like that. None of it works like that.
Something does happen. You feel significantly weaker, all three of you. All three of you actually do feel something within yourselves. You can discern however you want this to feel for yourselves, but it now only requires 2 failures for you to die on a death save. All three of you. Rather than 3.
I didn't sign up for this.
Well, what did you sign up for?
I don't remember signing at all. Do you?
This is the only way.
Can we not go back?
Somebody can help her. I'm sure of it. I've seen things before. I've seen so many things.
So sorry, I've just remembered something.
Okay.
Could you have used your bullshit to
This
re-roll the roll?
might be absolutely awful, but I still have one more charge of my I'm bullshit. Is it too late?
I don't know. You tell me.
Well, it says in the spell I can use it after I've seen the results.
Is there no time limit to it?
It says second level you can magically exert limited control over the flow of time around a creature. As a reaction, after you or a creature you can see within 30 feet of you makes an attack roll, an ability check, or a saving throw, which I think is a death saving throw, right? You can force the creature to re-roll. You make this decision after you see whether the roll succeeds or fails.
I'm going to allow it.
Okay. Right, so, I realise this, and I realise that there's a chance here to maybe she can grip to life if I just give her another chance. And so I'm holding her now, and I whisper in her ear, "Try again." And
Yes!
roll a 15.
Roll a 15. Okay. As you say that, we see the sort of world around you distort. The 3 of you go back to the positions you were in. Thrak kind of running
Right.
forward, Jildan screaming, Sia watching and seeing Cirrus but not being close enough. However, before this spell takes hold, I want to just jump to Cirrus for a second. Cirrus, as you do feel the life sort of leave you, You get struck by this cold. You're sort of thrown into a I suppose you're just thrown backwards, and then suddenly there is nothing. There's just a sort of expanse of nothingness for a moment. You are caught between multiple worlds here. This is a strange feeling, because you've entered a sort of state of undeath for a moment. The version of you that we would see would have multiple heads. Some of those heads would have far more draconic features, almost snout-like on some of them. Some of those heads would be far more elven, less scales. There is sets of energies around you. One that you recognize to be the energy of Voriel, and a newer energy in your life. One that you would recognize as the Elven Forest. Another one that is a more dangerous energy that you would recognize from the Lernian Kingdom. In all of these different energies, you can feel a sort of an element of home and an element of strangeness. You are simply wandering at this point. Naked, alone, and on a sort of sea of nothingness. Your footsteps eventually become heavy. The longer you walk, the more your feet begin to drag, and you recognize that the world, or the plane that you're on here, is sort of filling with a sort of a thick water. And as it's rising and rising and rising, it's becoming more difficult for you to walk. Of the energies you feel, and of several others that could possibly be here, in which direction do you think you would have gone?
Is my father's energy here? Is it individual energies or location based?
It's more, you know what? I think it probably is. I think it can be up to you as to where you think that energy is. But I think it is here.
Yeah, I'm walking towards him. But I feel uneasy because I feel like I should be walking towards Voriel.
Okay. There's a strength, but a sort of fierce wildness that comes from the energy that belongs to your father, I think. As you move closer towards that energy, we see these heads grow more scales. We see these heads start to snap and bite at each other, and there becomes a sort of chaotic feeling within you. But then, as you move, there is a pull, another energy dragging you backwards from the direction in which you first came. Do you engage with that energy?
Does it feel familiar?
I'm going to say it does feel familiar, but it feels more familiar in the sense that it feels like that the energy that you use to cast some of your spells, the healing spells, and even some of the sort of necromantic spells that you might have access to, blight and stuff like that, that sort of energy of life and death is what that feels like. That's the type of familiarity you'd feel from it.
And do I remember how I got here at this point?
Roll me a d20.
$11.
Very vaguely. Some memories and flashes, an idea of a life. I think you have a sense of self.
Okay.
Maybe not the specifics.
Start to move. So as I'm walking towards this other energy that is making the heads of myself more and more chaotic and sort of violent and aggressive, I stop and I start to walk backwards towards it. I'm still facing my father's energy, but I'm starting to walk backwards. And does that soothe that chaos?
I don't think it does. No, I think you've taken that on.
Yeah. Yeah, I walk towards this new energy, away from my father, but I am walking backwards towards it.
Something in this endlessness sees you. Something manifests in front of you. A kind of impossible figure. Darkness upon darkness. The energy that you're heading towards has headed towards you as well, and it finds you as the water around you continues to rise, as you begin to sort of struggle to move even in this water. This energy speaks and says, "Well, what do we have here then? Tell me your name, child."
Zerus Macehearth.
Do you remember your life?
It's far. But yes.
What was your purpose in this life?
Quura.
Yes. This is a word familiar to me now. Would you like to serve me in undeath?
Strange question. This energy that is the life and death that is pulling me, now that it's reached me and is close to me, do I have a sense of Thorak or Jildan or Seer in it?
Roll me another d20, I guess.
2.
I don't think you have a sense of anything right now.
Yeah,
I don't know if you can tell.
Yeah, okay. One other question.
Mm-hmm.
When I look down at my naked body, do I still have the symbol on my arm?
Yes.
Yeah, I look at it. No. I do not.
Why? I can return you to your body, to your life, to your purpose.
Oh God. Oh no. Do I have any inkling that I would be able to return without this deal?
I guess for that one, you can roll me a... I'll let you roll me an intelligence check with disadvantage,
Okay.
because intelligence is hard to come by where you are. A 12. You recall there being ways that people can be brought back from death that isn't necromantic in a way. There are spells and healing locations. There are angels out there that can do this kind of thing. If your body is brought to that and reconnected with your soul, then maybe, but it seems it's unlikely, but it is possible.
This figure is shadowy
Mm-hmm.
and frightening.
How afraid is Cirrus of death?
Very.
Then yes. How afraid is Cirrus of life?
Marginally less.
Then this figure is pretty frightening.
Who are you?
I am Mordriel. This is a name that you will need to roll me a history or a religion check with disadvantage to try and recall.
Okay. History or religion. Go for religion with disadvantage. Man.
7. Name means nothing to you.
Great. What would you have me do?
This world is a confusing one to me. I have ought to remain in it. I understand your struggle. I would have you serve under me. You can continue with your life, your purpose, though you will no longer be a cleric of the mountain. You would be a cleric of mine.
Okay. Do I have memory feeling about Voriel and my being a cleric of Oriel.
Give me another religion check with disadvantage. Yes, very much so. I think that is one of the clearest memories you have right now.
Yeah. No. No.
You have had everything taken from you. Your entire life. And now, that life has been stricken from you also. Why? Why do you wish to wade into oblivion?
Because there's a right way to be alive. And I chose my right already. I will not forsake him. Not even for myself.
Child. I was born into a world that rejected me. Not at first, but eventually. Can you imagine how it feels to understand one singular thing so completely, to know something so fully, to have a singular purpose? My purpose was simple: life and death. And then one day, to have it all taken from you. Perhaps it would be as if I were to pull the very beating heart from your body and the pulsing blood from your veins. What would you give to feel again?
Relief.
At this moment, you suddenly snap awake. There is no memory of anything that just happened because you just went back in time. You're clinging to life as the three other members of your party are looking down at you. What did you do
Serious.
to bring her back?
Brack, do
What-
something.
What did I do?
Yeah, what
I
did you
just-
do? Get to her in time and pour the potion?
I was
Yeah.
just slapping her in the face.
He was slapping you.
I
Thwack
think.
produces
Well,
a
I think
potion.
actually, while I was running to her, I failed the roll the first time, and I think I didn't realize that I had any sort of will over it, and I think I gave a little bit of myself into, like, just trying to help her hang on. This time. I tried more the second time. So I think that's what saved her, but then yes, I would run over to her and give her a potion, which is a healing elixir. It's 2d4 plus 2, it's just a regular healing potion.
There you go. They got to you in time. There's probably just a healing potion all around your mouth as you're sort of choking awake. But they've brought you back from the brink of death here. Just before you sort of breathed that last breath and then went on that journey. Instead, you are sort of recovered vaguely. I think all of you probably feel awful, but for the time being, you're in a sort of safe environment. There's nothing in here. You've killed everything, and you can take a moment to recuperate.
Come on now. Now it's not the time for sleeping. And I walk away.
Oh, you're fine. I knew you'd be fine. Ugh.
Sorry. I kind of get to my knees and how much healing did that potion give me?
2d4 plus 2.
Roll a 2d4 plus 2.
Your head was in my lap, and I was like feeding the potion to you, so it's it's
Okay.
probably all over you. And yeah.
Okay. I get to my knees and I'm incredibly weak. But I cast mass healing word on all of us.
Which heals everyone for 8 points of healing damage.
Yes, stop that. Just settle down. Concentrate on yourself.
I found a ladder behind the big guy, but perhaps you all want to rest first.
Yes, we all should rest. See?
If I must. I could probably do with a sit down.
I have a question for you, DM.
Mm-hmm.
Because I went back in time
Mm-hmm.
and that interaction did not happen,
Mm-hmm.
I do not have that chaos, right?
Correct.
That I absorbed. Okay.
Everyone still has 3 death saves as well. That entire thing didn't happen.
Interesting.
Okay.
I'm assuming that I am the only one that saw her die.
Yes, you recall this side of the event.
Right.
And then you
yeah.
rewound it.
So, what have we learned for next time then?
I grab her shoulders and I bring her head to mine. And I say, back. You're back now. You were gone.
I grab his arms. Is that you?
Strack. You're back. You're okay.
What do you mean
Is that
by
your
she's
doing?
back?
I completely ignore him. He doesn't exist.
I'm used to it. I'm just yammering from afar.
I don't think Thrak has ever been like this ever, right?
No,
in the time
probably
that I've
not.
known you. Yeah.
Uh-uh.
So I hold him back, and our heads together.
We have a nice
I'm
little
okay.
moment.
Yeah.
I look very awkward and shuffle away. Looking a little
Yeah.
bit forlorn, in fact.
I think I moved to the other side of the stalagmite, actually.
Just let them have their moment.
Right, just over here.
Okay.
I'm forehead to forehead with you as a friend.
Yeah, I don't know what just happened, but apparently we are now. Can't make that joke. Yeah, no, I'm just like, I'm holding her shoulders and I'm like,
Yeah.
Thank you. And I think I like, are you okay? Like,
Yes, I think so. I'm sorry for earlier in the day. I'm sorry for shouting at you.
yeah, he, I think he grabs your armor a little bit tighter and, you can feel the strength in his arms as he sort of maybe pulls it a little too hard, and he gets an intense look in his eye, and he says, "You've got to remember to take care of yourself so you can take care of us all. Find the strength to do that." It's pretty uncharacteristic. He seems almost a little angry, but not full-on angry. It seems like he's struggling with something inside of him.
I promise. I promise. I will.
He lessens the grip on your armor and sort of sets you back down and pats you on the shoulder and stands up. Good. I think he sort of goes to the comfort of his spell book and just starts flipping through it.